Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know you were all so eager for my next upload. Well, here it is. Show you myself doing this eye. So I'm gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm gonna take these two brown ones right on the top row. I always use them as transition shades. So I'm just gonna, I guess, take like a dip in each of them and then tap off the excess. And just start by like blending that on the outer half of my eye. This is a more defined blending brush, and I'm just using smaller like circular motions with a mix of windshield wiper, just to make sure it's all blended out. I like to do that twice just so I can really define the eye. Oh, duh, stupid head. So it may look like when I'm blending, I'm just like doing it haphazardly, but I am just leaving the lid blank, but it doesn't really matter how messy it is. So at this point, after I put on that brown color, I'm just gonna take a fluffier blending brush. I'm just gonna put no additional color on that brush and just blend it. And for my lid shade, I like to mix these two. To do that, I actually just use my finger because that is how I always find that I get the most pigment. First go in with the darker one and then mix the lighter one in with it, just right on my ring finger. So I'm just gonna pack that on the center of the lid. And guess what we're gonna do after we put the lid shade on? Blend it out. Depending on what I was going for, I'd probably stop here. But what you could do if you wanted to maybe make this look a little bit more intense is just take a more defined pointy brush and take a chocolate brown. You could just smudge it right along the outer third of your lash line. Just kind of like that outer V, I guess, is what you would call it. I forgot the word for it. This just kind of intensifies it, but not in a way that is like annoying. And then you can just go right ahead and just blend it out. Now I didn't actually place that color in the crease, but I am blending it into the crease just to really make it a lot more cohesive. For the lower lash line, I'm just gonna take all of those colors that we put on besides the lid shade and blend them out. So first I'm gonna start with the 2 light brown transition colors and just run that all along the length of my lower lash line. And then go in and mix the 2 darker brown shades. For me, I'm not gonna bring it as far in because when I have a lot going on in my lower lash line, it kind of closes my eyes up. So I'm gonna do this from my pupil out to the corner. And I always make sure right at the corner to connect it with the top. To finish out my lower lash line, I'm just gonna take a small angled brush and take the chocolate brown shade that we put on our outer V on our top lash. Smudge that right along the bottom lash line, just like actually on the very outer edge of it. I'm not even like really pressing at all. This is just to really just pull the look together. See what that does for us. I'm going to now just do a little bit of highlight. I'm just gonna keep the same palette, I guess, because it's working out fine for me. I'm just gonna take the top left corner of this palette and tap off the excess because I don't really like the way our super strong brow bone highlight looks. Also the same shade on the inner corner. And finally, just take any kind of gold bronze eyeliner, whatever you like for your lower lash waterline, but I am going to take this gold eyeliner by NYX. It's the Extreme Shine eyeliner and it looks like this. And just run it all along the lower waterline. To finish off the look, I just added some top lash mascara. Here's the eye look. It's super easy and it's just very neutral. Like it goes with pretty much any lip you want it to go to. To finish off the look, I'm just gonna add some bronzer, highlight, blush, and I'm gonna start the bronzing process. I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer today to bronze. I love bronzing my neck. I advocate for neck bronzing. I use medium deep to deep because I use it as a contour. I use a tapered brush. This one's from Real Techniques, and you're just gonna go from the top of your ear to the corner of your mouth, this line right here. But when I apply it, I really only focus the brush on this part. I stop my brush stroke right kind of at the tail of my eyebrow. That way, you don't have to worry about it coming too far in and starting to look muddy. And always blend it up. And then bring the rest to your temple. Now again, when you apply the product, stop your brush stroke kind of right at the tail of your brow, and that'll just keep your bronzer from coming too far down your face. And when it comes too far down your face, it can start to look a little muddy. I guess actually it's not the tail of your eyebrow, it's the corner of your eye. Yeah, corner of your eye is where your brush stroke should probably stop just to prevent that muddiness from happening. To blend my bronzer, I use a mix of circular and like up strokes. I'm always working upwards because that's what is gonna lift your cheekbones, you know what I mean? For blush and highlight, I always like to start with highlight. I think when you put blush on top of highlight, it looks more natural, but like obviously like it's not gonna look natural because like, dude, we have sparkles all over our face. This is a more subtle highlight than what I usually go for. It's the Pixi Beauty Blush Duo in Rose Gold, and I'm just gonna be using the white highlighter side. For blush, I'm gonna take this shade by Morphe. so this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching me put a face on my face, yeah. Put a face on my... Okay, whatever. I suck at doing outros, but subscribe to me, like me, and write me, baby. Thank you so much for watching this video, even though half of you probably got like a DM from me to watch it. It's fine. I know you all want to be here.